The top of the ladder here. Season number 2 about to come to a close. Division 1 party in the mid lane, says Crystallis. Will they oblige him? Stormer says G. Of course, that's his own teammate replying.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
Well, they're going to have themselves a little bit of a showdown. Because, of course, they know who's going to be facing them next season.
Try harder.
And who is not. There we have the high fives ready. Come at me.
Spartan would like to social distance. Yes, of course. The social distance saved high five party in the mid lane. One of the more wholesome things I have seen this season. And I think we could all use a break after the year 2021 has been to us and the start of the year already. Of course, these guys not yet going to be playing at the major buyback, but it could be in the running for it next season. And here's how happy they are. Shout out Amar, of course.
Yep.
You love to see it.
Yeah, that's some nice respect there between the two teams.
Oh, yeah, that's true, right? Crystallis, these guys, they're coming for you, Amar. Oh, man, if Amar had some smack talk for Puppy, I can't wait to see the smack talk he has for his former teammates, Creepwave. You love to see it.
The battle begins.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, was it BZM as well?
Best
who
Zoomer
used to
mid.
play? Yeah, BZM used to play for Creepwave as well. I think with the Crystallis a while ago. He only played there for about 2 months, but that's another player from OG that used to play in Creepwave with Crystallis.
You know, that is a very good fact, and I believe you are correct on that. I'm trying to remember where BZM came from, though. I'm pretty sure you're right, but it kind of just sounds like one of these unbelievable fun facts. You know, like sometimes you hear them and you're like, ah, did you know that like 95% of all the toothpicks in the world are made in Rhode Island, which is the smallest U.S. state, which is really saying something because it's tiny. And then you hear this and you're like, that can't be true. And then you look into it and it kind of is. Because I know this is one of your favorite fun facts, but you're right. Crystallis is like the ultimate talent scouter.
Yeah, I mean, OG, in a sense, should just hire him as their talent. Like, he finds all the hidden gems.
You know, here's the
everywhere.
secret strat. Here's the secret strat. All you do is you manage to find Crystallis on Steam, you add him, and then all you do is you just poach all of his Steam friends. That's it. You're bound to find a bunch of good Dota players in that Steam friend list. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Crystallis. Very young player. Very talented in his vision game. I'm finding the right players. But then, to be fair, he has had a lot of different players in his previous rosters. I do like the fact that he's playing with Toby. Of course, I'm a big fan of Toby as well.
Yeah.
But I'm one of the only people that has a Viking GG piece of merch, because when I bought it, 2 weeks later, they disbanded. And I was waiting for like a year, probably a year and a half, until they finally had their merch on sale. Well, available. And then, you know, 2 weeks later, they disbanded. So I have a nice, beautiful Viking GG jersey, my only esports jersey that I own, of a team that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, you know, I hate to break it to you, but the entire casting and player cabal was in on that one for you. We were just waiting for you to blow your 50 euros on that jersey, and then us and Immortal Faith all kind of had a secret laugh and pulled out the rug for 1DM8. Sorry to break it to you live on air. It was all for naught.
It's actually even worse, because it technically came out from the European Union, and there was a new tax law that was just implemented, so I had to pay like another 27 bucks on top of the normal taxes for import taxes, which was so terrible that it cost me a fortune.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, if we're gonna tell our esports merch sad stories, you know, I live out here in Malaysia, and let me tell you, my boys Quincy crew qualified to TI. I was hyped. I was gonna go. You know, I was gonna go do some stuff there, make some content, take some pictures. Even it was in the works. It was happening months before. Ordered a Quincy crew jersey, just didn't arrive. TI comes around, trip canceled, jersey shows up 1 month later, roster's different. Pain, suffering, sadness. I've been there. I've been there, buddy.
Oh, they'll make it to the next TI anyway. You'll see them there.
Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. All right, how are lanes breaking out? 0-0. Everyone's being pretty kind, except for Crystallis, because he's playing Huskar, nasty, nasty hero. But everyone's letting each other get some CS in, of course, except for this off lane. 11 is starting to suffer a bit. A bracer in hand, or I guess on his shoulder or arm. He's doing all right, but again, a very difficult lane for him, forcing to constantly use the mana for the dispels. Just not a really fun time.
Yeah, Crystal's just constantly keeping the block going, forcing him out of the lane. The only lane where one of the players is really struggling, because if you walk out a little bit too much, you're going to get overwhelmed easily. And really not that much aggression between the two sides. A lot of passive play, though. Top lane, Spartan being slowed down. Katomi gets a stun in. That is the Disruptor in trouble. That is very likely going to be first blood. Indeed, but Katomi stays alive.
Yeah, Nefrit realizing his mistake very quickly. I think a lot of safe laners that are a bit less patient than he is might have decided to try and actually go for that kill. Of course, that would have been a bait. And there's going to be all the debuffs in the world. Very quickly back up to 5. Burning Spears, 4, 11. Staying alive on a prayer, on a hair of HP, but hair is quite flammable, especially when dry. Down he will go. Oh, the Willow. Just not enough damage there for Fishman. And they're looking for more. They want the Fairy. But the Fairy's going to heal, and she's out of range. Top lane, once again, a little bit more sparring. On to Spartan we will go. The glimpse, will it save him? No. Yes, pardon me. Yes, it will. I thought he glimpsed back to Toby, but he actually glimpsed back to Katomi.
And they find themselves the kill, and of course that would have been disastrous if the Disruptor would have died again, because that means a full minute without any support coming into the lane for the Gyro. But Nefrit's actually having a pretty solid top lane. He's got himself a kill, most creep kills as well, and is going for that Chrysalis rush, so he'll be able to very quickly farm in this game.
Yeah, and 11 resorting to the I hate this safe laner play, and is simply cutting the wave. Fishman with a tip onto Chrysalis. Chrysalis is going to be tanking a lot of tower damage for this. Of course, without too many points in the Berserker's blood, and, well, with his HP currently where it's at, he is not going to be having the most fun CSing, but he's going to do a decent job regardless. He's got... Oh, well, didn't get that one, but that's fine. That's fine. Power Rune spawns bottom. It's an Arcane into the very nimble hands of the Dark Willow. We'll see what she can get up to with that as she looks to return back down bottom. Likely very little, though, against the Huskar, especially because he's almost got this armlet online. And then I guess you just have to kill him with Laguna Blade. And potentially a Static Storm. You got some pretty good damage over time, actually. Brambles, even. Bedlam's pretty good against him. It's actually not that good of a Huskar game, genuinely.
Yeah, but it's fun, which is a big plus.
Because Chris is like, I want an armlet toggle. Pick me Huskar. Fish.
Yeah, and of course you can. It is, Heaven's Halberd is very good this game against both the Gyro and the Lina.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus in that regard, and you just get too tanky to handle.
Is anyone going
I do miss the old Huskar passive though.
Anyone going for anything fun? Anything too fun? Anything exciting? No Ags on Willow being rushed. Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger for 11, Blade Melt maybe? No, pretty normal stuff. It's the full farming build for the Gyro. He's got 1 point in stats already. Oops, that's where I need to hover for stats. Into a Chrysalis early on, so potentially maybe tip of the hat here for the Huskar. Because generally it's like a Falcon Blade first, isn't it? Not a Chrysalis.
I mean, it differs, really. There's some people that go for like Dragonlance first item and then the Ags Rush immediately afterwards. It really depends on what you think is going to be a necessity in the game, or how well your lane is going. And currently Nefrit, he's having full free farm time. He's leveling attributes as well instead of going for the Rocket Barrage. So we'll mainly try to get max level Flat Cannon and the rest in stats to get himself completely as tanky as possible before the Huskar comes a roaming.
Oh yeah, man's a farming. He is here to do one thing. That's hit some creeps, get a big old net worth, death ball with his team, and win himself and his team an extra $1,000. Because of course, in case you're just tuning in, both these teams already qualified. Yes, these are tiebreakers. The tie has been broken, at least for first and second. And now we just need to break that tie individually. Ice Path here is going to set up for the kill. Nice spike Carapace there to return the damage, and even the Roar committed. They need a little bit more. However, they're out of spells, so they have to do it the old-fashioned way with the right clicks, but they lack the damage. Nefert's still alive, turns and does fight through 2, and his team will clean up the third and final remaining member, being Fishman of the kill squad, meaning it's a 1-for-3 trade, and even a couple kills there for Wish.
Yeah, that's definitely not too bad for Nefrit. Of course, he does die in the end, but he gets himself the experience of 2 kills, and his teammates rotate in to get the rest. So Chrysalis has been pretty much gifted that bottom lane for free completely. 11 in the meantime is just trying to cut the creep wave as well. Very aggressively positioned on the Legion Commander to get himself some cash.
I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do versus the Huskar, right? Spartan, does he actually make it out of here? I dare say he does. Fishman was not in range for the Ice Path in time. Very long formation delay on that one.
I mean, if you're a Darkseer, you'd be feeling a lot better. But a Legion Commander, max leveling Moment of Courage just to be able to farm up the creep camps faster. You are just essentially a jungle hero.
Yep, give him an Iron Talon, throw him back in 2016, load him up on the reports. He's ready. He is ready. But not a bad job so far, and he is going to be opting to go for the Blink Dagger first. Chrysalis is going to come back and deal with him now. And, well, 11 is, yeah, he's just going to have to TP away. He is going to have a lot of stacks of the Burning Spears applied, 7 to be exact. But that Fountain Regeneration, very effective against the fire of the Spears. He will stay alive, mostly because they're level 1 Spears. Sorry, make that level 2, but still. Not much better. Well, doubly as good, but also not as good as it could be. Final answer. Little smiley face. I saw you there, Nyx. I saw you. That's what he's saying.
So, Dark Willow lurking about, also invised up. Can they find a good catch onto the Quap somewhere in the meantime? Katomi is actually going to die.
What?
Regardless, Fishman
Fishman is just saying what's up. Oh, no, he's not. He's here. They're here to kill Spartan. Spartan with the glimpse back at least does force back the Quap, but kind of doing Stormstormer there a favor, to be honest. Maybe out of XP range, but Fishman still easily gets the kill and the D-ward. That's always a little bit demoralizing when your enemies get almost as much gold for a D-ward as they do for killing you, as Stormstormer easily lives there. Wish very optimistic on that Laguna Blade.
Yeah, Stormstormer, pretty decent amount of HP already. And of course, you need a solid lockdown to take him down. Nefrit is done with the Chrysalis, going for the Aghanim Scepter next. And the mid laner, safe laner from Brame are both top net worth at the moment. Lena's got those bots, so everywhere on the map you have to be very careful if you're Entity, because a fast rotation can come through, and there is definite burst to take down Chrysalis before you can get a good toggle going.
Yeah, I don't know if that smoke was scouted. There's a lot of observers there for Brame in that area, watching over where they might have smoked, but I think they did it behind the tower in those sort of trees. Oh, good effort there on the press the attack, or sorry, the overwhelming odds, trying to reflect that for the stun. They'll still find 11, and 11 is very likely going to die. That'll be his second death. Pretty fast, but not fast enough. Chrysalis closes the gap, disarms him, and kills him. Mid lane, in the river, Toby and Fishman smoked up as 2. Wish maybe thinking there's more heroes here, trying to get out. Static Storm and the Roar doing lots of damage. Sonic Wave even is good, but not good enough. Static Storm, of course, on for Toby and Fishman, but the abilities were already out. Lena already dead. Spartan, unable to escape the Macropyre in time, will be burnt to a crisp. And it seems like Toby is going to live to do just about everything. So 3-for-1 hero trade, perhaps even more. Stormstormer closes the gap now onto the Willow. Willow without a Shadow Realm or really mana to do anything here for a couple more seconds. Stormstormer considers it, going for more, and commits with the blink. Nefresh is going to TP out, says, I don't really want to deal with this. Stormstormer, oh no, he's not going to TP out, but they can't kill him because Stormstormer is out of mana. He doesn't really have the damage to fight either. This is awkward. Spartan nearby, level 3 glimpse, just needs the vision. Nice Carapace there is going to stop Wish from closing the door here on a Stormstormer. And they actually escape. Crystals with another kill onto 11. Missed that one, but must have been a little funny if it was tip-worthy. And only the Nyx is going to be caught here by the glimpse. What'd they do to poor 11? Oh, he lost a duel.
Wait, he lost the duel?
He lost the duel, yeah.
Oh no.
That's what was tip worthy.
Yeah, that's definitely tip worthy for a fast attack speed hero like a Huskar. Adding some extra damage on top, even though most of his damage normally does come from the burning spears. You know, you still do quite a decent amount of physical damage.
Try harder voice line.
Yeah, they're ready for OG. 100%.
They're ready. Try harder. Pick Pango. You spam the try a little bit harder next time voice line. Crystal's still bottom. You know, I guess not a hero that really wants to go jungle. A hero that would like to go Roche, and maybe can do it with Armlet and now the Sange. You know, an item that really synergizes nicely with him. Static Storm used for kill mid lane, and even Laguna actually really wanted him dead. Oh wow, a full Halberd. I guess the question is, will Chrysalis ever leave this bottom lane? 14 minutes in, yes. Okay, I just had to complain about it. He's going mid lane. Sees 11. Wants to duel 11. Did he cancel it? He did.
He canceled it. He heard you, and he was like, okay, sure, I'll stay bottom lane. You know, I got that free farm going.
Yeah.
The problem is that there are two on the side of Brame that are pretty much keeping up with Chrysalis's farm, and the Gyrocopter is very close to finishing up an Axe as well. Right now,
Chrysalis
Huskar,
might
of course,
fight
is
him.
still lost Ranger.
Okay, I was about to say, he might fight him. What's really awkward about this, I have to say, is if you think about any other safe laners in the meta right now, because Huskar's not one of them, obviously. Think about any safe laner in the meta, which one of them sticks in the lane this long? This is like very disruptive towards Gyro's game, because normally Gyro goes bottom after he farms the entire top jungle, and he farms his way bottom into the triangle, pushes the tower, and then starts farming, like, you know, I can't draw on the map anymore, thanks Valve. He starts kind of farming this entire area. You can't tell, but I'm highlighting the bottom triangle and the bottom right half of that radiant triangle. But you can't push because there's just a Huskar here. He's not scared.
Terrorize, big catch from the Dark Will coming in into a two-man LSA. Duel comes through, and they get finally dual victory on the LC as well. The two supports stacking up, and that's exactly where Brame want them, so they can huddle them up and take them down both at the same time. I mean, it is a lot of team fight on Brame's side.
They've done it. Chrysalis has left the bottom lane. He's here to push. Spartan and Nefrit are going to try and get him back. Lena, and even everyone's going to get him back. They want to kill him. Glimpse is going to be used. Nice job. What? What?
Okay. That interrupts it?
Did you know that was a thing?
I did not know that was a thing. How does that interrupt? Okay.
Well, I figure it's because... No, but Glimpse teleports you. And don't you literally fly when you're life breaking? That's incredible. I mean, you learn something new every day. That's what they say. Very rarely do I still learn a thing about Dota2 like this. Wow.
I mean, you must have played
he did it again.
A lot of Huskar to know
He
that.
just did it with. I don't think this is intentional. He just ignored the cursed crown as well. Wait, they don't have a dispel for him. I'm not going crazy, right?
Oh yeah, wild leaping Huskar spell immune. Ha! Says it right there. We did not read it. We don't play Huskar, it seems.
You know, honestly, when's the last time I've even seen it? Not even the Smurfs and the boosters are playing this hero. When did they add that? I always remember stunning him. Okay.
Yeah, the more you know. The more you know. It's an educational stream right now.
Did you know it dispels him as well? What? A basic dispel, so not super useful. But...
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. No, also, another thing that I did not know. Again, we don't play Huskar. We don't see Huskar. It is a fun hero. It is a very tough hero because you need to be a god at armlet toggling, which is the main reason why I don't play Huskar. But, yeah, it's... Chrysalis knows his hero through and through.
What an interaction. Okay. Okay.
I have a lot more, like... I love Huskar a lot more right now.
Really?
Like
I don't know. All I'm seeing right now is a Huskar flying towards me and me trying to hex him as a lion or a shaman and then just dying because man has spell immunity at level 6. Very cool. I suppose there are heroes that have spell immunity at level 1, but they also don't fly at me at a rate of 1400. So, you know.
And destroy all your HP in like 3 hits.
Oh, come on,
at that point.
It's not all of my HP. It's only 44% of my HP, okay?
Yeah, but he adds in like a couple of hits added on top there. You slightly burn towards the spear. You can't do anything because it's not dispellable either.
Looks like
Later,
this
even if you have a BKB, you know, he gets that Burning Spear's pure damage, you start crying.
Radiant's middle
tower denied by Fishman. It's going to equalize on towers here, or just about, actually. All the outer towers, sorry, the tier 1s removed from Brame. Uh-oh, Chrysalis. There he goes. And a TP out.
Oh, he's marked, he's queued it up, BKB into Aghanim Scepter, knows exactly, I want to duel everyone in my immunity, of course. My immunity leap.
It's so good. He's going to be double magic immune. He's going to jump you. The taunt is dispellable, by the way, on life break, at least. It is dispellable. But, yeah, it pierces magic immunity, so it's fairly bonkers. It's a targeted ability. It's a targeted taunt for 4 seconds at max level. 5 seconds. No, 3 seconds. That pierces magic immunity. That has a cast range of respectable. Not amazing, actually, but respectable. Who have they caught? Someone? They caught the Lina. This is huge. Snowstormer's here. Wish has no chance. No chance. Chrysalis is just here for the XP.
No, he's here for the bottom lane. He's back where he belongs.
He's back home, baby. Absolutely. Oh, Spartan. He's not going to like what he sees here. Gets spat on by the Ancient Black Dragon, but he's able to walk it off. Mini Macropire. Willow? Are you really looking for this D-Ward?
Very interesting.
This is...
They know the TPs towards bottom have been used, though, so they're looking to stay around the area. Rotation coming through.
They really want this duel. They really want this duel. They're not going to get it. Willow takes it. Duel. Yeah, no, he's not falling for that one again. LC's still alive on a hair of HP. The 2 charge is not going to be enough, especially with Press the Attack now active. The Willow fighting for her life out here. Will be able to take down Fishman. And still on the run, but being pursued quickly by an Ancient Black Dragon and now by a Queen of Pain is 11. Another heal, that's going to be his last, mostly because he's out of mana. I don't know if he's necessarily dead here. Very likely he is. Another heal in 7 more seconds. Chrysalis closing the door from behind. 11, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Decides to run back into the Succubus rather than the Ancient... I don't even know what Huskar is. Burning Spearman.
A troll?
Could be.
I think he's just a
Is he a Jhin?
Well, he's definitely a troll. I just don't know what kind.
Is he a troll? I think he's a Jhin.
A Jhin?
Yeah, like, you know, like the Japanese ghost demon things.
Really? I just assume he's from, like, you know, the original Dota. I didn't ever play original Dota, but
fair enough. I'm sure he's got, like, real lore. There's probably a loregasm about him, I'm sure.
Probably pissing off Action Slacks.
Yeah. Chrysalis is mighty farmed. Richest hero in the game. Not really what I would think of when I think of Death Ball lineups, but I suppose if you have Huskar, it just works. Especially with its Aegis. He still has it for another 30 seconds. And most of the outer towers have now been removed. There is one still standing down bottom. Of course, they can look to ignore that one for the majority of the game, because it doesn't really open up the map for you too much to take that one, but it does, you know, give enemies some triangle control. Not the biggest concern for Brame. BKB finished for Huskar, so even though his Aegis is about to be reclaimed, they still actually might decide to fight. Katomi, very hopeful glimpse, but he's going to run into the Bramble Maze. Throw a stun out there into the Ice Path, which is going to interrupt the duel here. Chrysalis looking for a target. He's going to find one. It's Nephrit. 11 wins the duel as Chrysalis is going to be assisted there by the Roar. In trouble on the high ground and burning to death is Nephrit. He is taken down. Wish BKBs and is on the run, but Chrysalis is giving chase. Of course, that LSA is not going to stun him because he's BKB'd, and he's not going to die to the Laguna Blade either. Unable to armlet toggle, though, as the kill will go to Spartan while Stormstormer commits the Sonic Wave to kill off 11.
Chrysalis really wanted that kill. The toggle did not go as well as planned. But yeah, with Beastmaster pushing in, the entire Brame base feels like it's under siege. Top lane is also possible to be taken. Question is, of course, are they going to turn into that direction as well? Because Gyrocopter is back up in 15 seconds. We are still only 22 minutes in the game, by the way. For some reason, it feels like we're way further in the game.
A bit. That is only one lane of barracks. Very fortunate for Entity is that they don't lose really any of their tower push or their wave clear when they end up dropping Chrysalis. Because, of course, between the Co-op's right clicks, Beastmaster's creeps, as well as even this dual breath, sorry, liquid fire, even just level 2, it's good enough there for plenty of damage.
Well, they're all bailing out right now, and of course, Chrysalis, one piece into that Ags. We can't just... I mean, I can't wait until he has it finished.
It's bonkers.
Just because it's... Yeah.
Listen, if I didn't know that, you know, you were spell immune when leaping, I did know that this Ags is bonkers. I know that much about this hero. Don't know what kind of demon he is, where he comes from, why he's spell immune when he flies, but that Ags is just too darn good.
You can use the Huskard Inner Fire when you're disabled if you have the Shard?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That one is very good. That's a very good one.
The more I see this hero, the more I like it.
Well, don't say it too loud, otherwise people are actually going to start trying it. Who knows? Maybe this is secretly a broken hero. You know, BKB Refresher after this Halberd, Armlet, and BKB, Ags, and then you buy Refresher, and then you just kill everyone.
And then the enemy has an Ancient Apparition, and you cry.
Yeah.
You get blasted. You're there like, oh yeah, my HP regen is completely gone.
That is true, yeah. He does die to one Ice Blast. Who would win? Ancient Fire Demon or one Cold Boy?
Cold Boy all the way. Lollipops are the best. I mean, what can Brame at this point? Like, the Gyrocopter doesn't really like fighting against the Huskar. At all, even though he does have a BKB this time around, which is definitely a turn around.
He gets the BKB off. There's the roar, stopping Nefrit. It's pretty good. 11. He's lost the duel, didn't give the damage. Nefrit's going to have to just TP away. Will make it out with his long duration BKB as the Terrorize is going to be for the Queen of Pain. Disarmed, but still running is Wish. He's going to make it up at least to the high ground. But 11 has been left beyond the wayside. His dead body in the mid lane as they attempted to duel, lock down, and kill the Huskar. Bit hopeful.
This time, Chrysalis did not time it correctly, the leap, because he did leap, but still got glimpse in the process. Because he got glimpse, then leapt, and then he landed, and then I guess that was the case, because he was immediately gone the moment he hit his life break.
Pardon me.
So regardless, you know, he's very close to finishing up that Ags. And it is another case of, you know, find the correct target. Jumping on a 3.2k HP Huskar who also has evasion, a ton of, well, everything behind him, a ton of armor, whatever he needs. It's not the best target to try and duel.
Yeah,
but that Quap, no.
Yeah, she might be a better one, especially if they can find the duel. They're going to kind of have an inkling of where she's farming. Smoke, ooh, would have broken if they went any further. But LA Roche is up, and Chrysalis is about to absolutely clean shop. Look at the damage over time stacks going. You are on fire. All caps. Roshan, what are you going to do about it? Not a darn thing. Although the smoke is pretty good to interrupt this. Chrysalis with the BKB can shrug off the static storm. A beautiful ice path catches 4 heroes. Chrysalis is going to immediately dispatch a Spartan. Wish trying to turn. He's going to get roared as he's LSA stunning up Toby. So that the stun duration is wasted. Chrysalis, after cleaning house, is going to turn back to finish off the Lina. Stormer onto the Willow. He will go. And, well, that's GG. That's it. They're out of here. 11, he's going to farm some more Ancients, being the LC jungler that he is. But Creep Wave Revenge on the way. Entity are going to be the first place finishers in Division 2.
Yeah, that was, they got Huskard. To be fair, that was a very good Ice Path macro fire by Fishman at the end of it anyway, but they were already close to being down and out at that point in the game. Not much that they can do against the well, dominant Crystal, but also Stormer played a really solid performance. Of course, there was $1,000 on the line for this one, and of course, bragging rights, but in all good fairness, I personally... I mean, at the start of the season, would have expected Entity to be at the top, and that is exactly where they end.